It's currently 5:45 in the morning, and this is what a typical workday looks like while living in this bus. If you're new to this channel, then I live in the back of this bus, and while most people are getting ready for their commute to work, I work from home in the back of this bus. So the reason why I get up so early is because I work a 9 to 5. But since I'm currently on the West Coast in California and my company's based out of the East Coast, that means my day starts at 6. I've never been a morning person. I've never been able to just get up at 5:30 in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning and just go about my day. And unfortunately, that's one of the cons of this job. But one thing I will say is I'm forever grateful for this job, simply because, I got this job out of pure luck. When I was going for my bachelor's degree in marketing when I was in college, I was really into the content creator slash influencer marketing slash, athlete marketing space. And it's crazy to even think about that now that I've graduated from college. I'm trying to create my own personal brand. I'm essentially a digital creator now. It's kind of ironic. But my freshman year of college, COVID happened, and that opened up the door for remote work all around the world. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know what remote work was. But as we all know, COVID put everyone into quarantine, and, jobs started shifting to remote work focus. And, by the time I was done actually graduating, so 3 years after COVID, the remote workspace was still booming. And that's where I was lucky enough to land a job in sales, which is not only allowed me to work from literally anywhere I want in the world, but also to actually like my job, which is something I'll get into in a little bit. As I just said, in the beginning of my career, I really just wanted to work with content creators and athletes and influencers and building up their brand. So in college, I got a couple internships at a couple different agencies, and it was a really cool experience working with different athletes, content creators, influencers, and just cool people as a whole. But there was something that I realized that was completely life-changing. The biggest switch for me was understanding that I can not only market myself, I could work for myself, and I can create the things that I want to create. So why not try this whole thing myself? So that's when I started to explore some things on my own, becoming my own influencer, becoming my own content creator, and doing the things that I want to do. But the biggest thing I knew going into it was that I definitely need a steady income, because when it comes to living on the road, it's not cheap at all. I mean, I could probably make a whole different video on, how expensive it is to actually live on the road. Trust me, it's not cheap. You have to account for a lot of different things, not only just food and gas and all that stuff, but you got to also account for things like laundry and things like cleaning supplies that add up, because, this place gets dirty. We're in here all the time. There's lots of different things that you don't even expect when it comes to living in a bus. Oh, and forgot to mention, she's not here right now, but I also live with another person. So take all of your expenses and times it by 2, because that's what it really is. And this is the part where I tell you I'm kind of lucky, because I really just fell into sales, and I don't regret it for 1 second. If you would have told me 3 years ago, back when I was a freshman or sophomore, that I would be in sales, I would tell you you're just out of your mind. What? No, I'm not going into sales. That being said, sales has given me the opportunity to make a great living while also doing what I want to do in life, which is travel and make content. And look, although sales wasn't my first pick out of college, it's definitely given me some flexibility, because I basically just make calls all day, so I don't really need to be in the office for that. My job understands that. As long as I have my laptop, my mouse, my phone, and some good Wi-Fi, I'm good to go. You know, some days I'm making over 100 different calls, and some days I'm on calls for 30 minutes at a time. So having good Wi-Fi is definitely a must. So speaking about the Wi-Fi, I figured I'd just show you guys because I know you guys are gonna ask. But this little antenna thing essentially just gives us Wi-Fi all around the country. So this is a Verizon plan, so as long as there's Verizon coverage where I'm at, I'm all good to go. Well, you know, I love my job in sales, and I know a lot of people out there that think it's just a numbers game, it's just about making money and closing deals, but to me it's a lot more than that. It's about problem solving, and you know, I get to talk to people all around the country and work with people all around the country, and you know, when a business or a company signs up with our service and product and you get to see them actually scale and help their business, there's nothing more rewarding than that. And I can only speak from my experience, but I think that sales is a skill that everyone should have. It's definitely allowed me to become more comfortable in my own skin and be able to spark conversations with people that I didn't think I could actually talk to. And the best part about sales is that when my calls are done, my day is done. I get to close the laptop, step outside, and do whatever I want. And since I'm on the West Coast, my day ends at 2 p.m. So although sales might not have been my first choice coming out of college, and like I said, if you would have told me 3 years ago that I'd be in sales, I called you crazy. But it's given me the freedom to live this type of lifestyle that I live. And the best part is I can work from anywhere. I can work in my work area, which is the area that I created for work. I can work in my living area. I can work in my bed if I want to. I can work outside my bus if I want to. I can work on top of my bus if I want to. I can work in the driver's seat if I want to. I wouldn't suggest it, but I could do it. But my favorite and most desirable place to work is on the beach. There's nothing better. With all that being said, I know I showed you guys some awesome places that I can work inside the bus, outside the bus, you know, on a beach. Sometimes it is very tricky to have work-life balance. So, of course, there's some pluses of working from home, or in my case, working in a bus, remote, but there's definitely some challenges of work-life balance because you gotta think, I eat, I sleep, and I work in the same area all at once. And with a job in sales, I'm thinking about my job all the time because it's right there in front of me. And my job in sales is eat what you kill. The work you put in is the work you get out. And with my work area being in the same place of where I sleep and eat, combined with my type of work ethic, balance can be tricky sometimes. And I know I'm kind of nitpicking here. It's like, Dom, you're complaining about work-life balance, but you get to travel the country, you get to work from anywhere, and a bunch of other pros, but it's something that I definitely think about all the time and I'm trying to be better at because work-life balance is key in life. And I got lucky. I got lucky to get a job remote. I got lucky to love my job, and I really got lucky to even live this type of lifestyle. And hopefully one day I can move past sales and do this full time because this right here is exactly what I'm passionate about, just creating content. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.